reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network.
Let's see now. 12 paces north, because I've been married 12 times. Wait, does this count? I don't know about it. How'd you escape my clutches? You're one slippery eel, I'll give you that. Ye weren't me type anyway. Not like me Connie. Well, she weren't exactly me type either. Not like me Trista. Now that one could cook, but then she'd go sharing her biscuits all around town while I was out at sea. There was me Heather. Poor sweet Heather. Blown overboard in that storm. Help me, please help me. Help me.
Happiness mode engaged.
Hello.
Welcome.
Ready for action.
Happy to meet you, hero.
Glad to have you with us.
You'll find everything you need here.
Hail, traveler.
Wake up, you motherless ends. It's time to go.
I'd offer the traditional pirate's greeting, but your spleen is better unperforated.
You're listening to Guild Wars Reporter on the MMO Reporter Network, brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audibletrial.com/MMOReporter and by Doghouse Systems. Choose your weapon at doghousesystems.com.
Episode of Guild Wars Reporter. This is episode 207. I am Celeste, and as always, I am joined by the amazing dancing Allona.
Thank you, Spanish Celeste.
How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing very good. We had a really fun pre-show show.
We
had
did.
Nothing to do with game.
No, absolutely nothing.
And the Lido Shuffle was by Boz Skaggs. Just so you know.
Good to know. So, Allona, what did you do in game this week?
Once again, I felt like I didn't have a whole lot of time in game, just with real life responsibilities and fun times. But once I actually got to typing it out and picking Hunter's brain to remind me what I did, there was actually a fair bit. Falling down a bit on Rendak. Rendak may have broken my spirit.
No.
I only did it twice. Once right before the show.
Yeah, I was doing it pretty solid for like a month, and I never got the one that I needed.
Broke your spirit?
I just kind of gave up on it.
Rendak is the breaker of dreams.
Destroyer of dreams.
I did a little bit of labyrinthing, like maybe 3 times. I need to get on that. I have not loot sticked at all since we did it. Yeah, I've gone in 2 times since then. No, 3 times. But just on my mesmer. Mm. And not for very long. Like, maybe an hour and a half total.
For shame.
I know. There's so many other things that I want to do.
I know it.
I went into World vs. World by myself on Saturday morning. It was a really hot bed of activity at Saturday morning. There was very little going on. I casually partnered up with another player, just kind of by accident. We were hitting one of the supply camps where I was, and they came up and helped out, and then they ran off, and I just followed them. And
I'm going to follow you now.
Well, you know, they seem to have a plan. And they put down the catapults, 2 of them, and so we went at the outposts. It's not the keep, the one above supply camp. There's walls to it.
Yeah, I think that's an outpost.
Okay.
I think that's the term.
So we ran back and forth and just got supply until we finished the catapults, and we like hammered the wall down and went in and captured it. Just the 2 of us.
Huzzah!
huzzah! And then we did that to a different outpost and got that one. And then we tried to do it to probably a keep, and that went far less well, as the sea of red completely laid the smackdown on us, came and destroyed our dreams, much like Rendak.
Oh, it's a tower.
So not outpost. So we did 2 towers and try to keep, and that didn't go as well. And I had to start getting ready to head out for the day, and that was Saturday. And later that day, actually, I had coffee with Age Night Road, who he's in Maven with me as well as does the Talking Script podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like nearby me for a friend's wedding, so we made arrangements to have coffee, and it was very nice.
Lovely.
Yeah, which is sort of Guild Wars 2 related, I guess.
You've had like a Guild Wars 2 community month.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not quite sure how this exactly happened, but yeah, basically. We didn't have enough mock people on for our raids on Sunday night, so a few of us completed a bunch of the Leyline Anomaly events that we each had outstanding, so I think we all got at least 1, possibly 2 of them done, and if we didn't get them done, we at least unlocked them for people. So it was really good. And then guild missions with Maven on Monday, I was able to make those, and there was only 1 race, so I was happy. Because when there's more than that, my stress levels go up incrementally. It's like the Richter scale of stress for each additional race.
Right.
And after that, a few of us from Maven went into Ascent to Madness mini dungeon for the daily and got that done. Last night, I was working on the 3rd tier of Chuka and Champawat, and it's the portion where you have to find all the tiger dens. And so Hunter and you and I went through that, because when you're doing it as part of Chuka and Champawat, there's actually a much better guide showing you where to go, and the person doing it gets a legendary symbol over top where the nests are, the dens are. So all 3 of us were able to finish that achievement for the tiger mini. Totally stole your thunder on that.
I'm not doing it for a legendary, so.
And I copied an in-game Halloween costume that I saw on a Facebook group I belong to. It was someone had made a Zuzu Cat of Darkness in-game costume with their human character, and I loved it so much. I did something very, very similar with my Azura, because I couldn't not. It made me so happy when I saw that. And just before the show, I got the Feline Familiar and upgraded my Candy Corn for my home instance.
Wonderful.
Now I have the upgraded Candy Corn, spent some gold on that because I just bought whatever cobs. The cobs I had outstanding, I just went ahead and bought them. And I got that. And yeah, that's what I did.
You did a lot more than you thought.
Either that, or I'm just really good at spreading it out into making it sound like I did more than I did. And Ivy's mentioning the role players with relics. Yeah, that was actually several months ago, Ivy, and they're just now coming out. So actually on Relics of War's website, episodes 1, 2, and 3 are all out if you want to go check that out. It's kind of something I did, but not in game.
I need to check those out.
The 3rd one is when we went really, really, really late, and I legitimately fell asleep during it.
Fantastic.
I haven't finished listening to that one, so I don't know if that part made the cut where they joked about maybe I fell asleep, and I'm like, I actually had. So Celeste, what did you do in game?
I was in the labyrinth a lot.
How much is a lot? Hours. I need to know hours. Percentage of time.
Probably 4 or 5 hours over the course of the week.
Wow, that's actually a fair bit.
Well, you grab 20 minutes or so, you log out, log back in, that sort of thing. And I got about 4,000 corn after I'd opened up all my bags.
Wow.
Yeah, except...
How did you get any of the other fun stuff, or?
I did a dumb and converted it to cob. And I wish I could convert it back.
Because you want to give it to Drubert?
Make pumpkins.
Oh,
for the
right.
corn maze that I forgot about.
Oh, right. I forgot that you were going to do that too. Now I'm disappointed.
Oh, of course.
We have several of the Halloween decorations, and I want to decorate an area with those all Halloween-y. Do they have cobwebs? There needs to be a cobweb decoration.
I don't think that they do, but there should be, right?
Maybe it could be kind of tricky.
Perhaps. I got the mini spirit tiger, which I was like, I'm gonna play for a little bit. Because the kids were asleep, and y'all were just doing it, so I was like...
We were just starting it, basically. Yeah.
Because in the end, y'all helped me catch up, and I only had 3 that y'all didn't have already, so... Worked out well. Wasn't expecting you to do that at all.
Yeah, but got it done.
And I worked on world completion in Frostgorge, because Hunter said, while we were doing the runaround for the Tiger Mini...
Because you kept having to switch characters.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great if you had world completion and you didn't have to switch characters all the time? Yes, Hunter, it would be. So I decided to go ahead and do that. My Elementalist is the one that's closest, so I was just working on Frostgorge and got really close to killing the Bloodstone Crazed Shark, but we ran out of time.
Oh. What percent was it down to?
Probably like 5 to 10. I don't remember the exact number, but yeah. We just didn't have enough people.
Hunter is great for motivation for getting stuff done, because he, keeps on you about stuff. Well, wouldn't it be great if you actually did X, like I told you to 8 million times? Fine.
I've been working on it, but like I was telling him last night, it's just that world completion is so... monotonous. It's drudgery. I'd rather have fun.
I like doing that sort when I'm on my own.
Yeah.
But maybe we should make plans to take some characters that have check to see if there's any that are similar percentages done zones and team up.
And I also got the feline familiar right before the show.
Yay!
Because I already had the frog in the jar. I just didn't know where the heck I was supposed to take it.
And you had to take it where your friends were.
Exactly.
Because I have the toy broom. And I forgot about riding it all the time. I need to do that more.
I don't buy anything in the store anymore.
I have 7 toys.
I've got the Winter Scepter, and I've got the Mad King wand thing. That's it.
I have the Winter Scepter, Mad King, the Pirate Sword, the broom, roses.
Oh, I don't have any of that. I don't have the chocolates either.
I don't have the chocolates. I'm missing some, though. Because I was just... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. I know I have 7, but now I can't think what some of the other ones are. Anyway, yeah. I just basically signed my paycheck over. Here you go.
Yeah. Basically. We live stream on Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific at twitch.tv/MMOReporter. You can subscribe to the audio version of the podcast on iTunes and Stitcher and Google Play. Remember to rate and review so that people know that we can speak English words most of the time and, we kind of stay on topic.
Meh.
It was about Guild Wars, at least.
Do we, though?
We try.
Gold star, you tried.
Oh, yes.
Think we're ready for another attack?
From land, air, or sea, we won't be caught off guard again.
Report from Lion's Arch.
Long live Lion's Arch.
Last week, actually, it was right after the show, wasn't it? On Thursday?
I
think it was Thursday. On the official Guild Wars 2 site on their news page, they posted a first look at legendary armor as well as video, which video is incredibly necessary for this.
Yes.
Incredibly necessary. It was specifically the heavy human male version that they had in the video. And in the post, Paul Ella said, "Let's be clear, what we're previewing today is just the heavy armor. This has gone through many iterations and redesigns to get to a place where we think it's ready to share with you. At the moment, the light and medium armor sets are not at that level. We remain hard at work, and release is still some months off."
Yep.
Yeah.
I was expecting a lot more. I mean, I'm not even a raider, and I was expecting a lot more. Like, at least some particle effects. I don't know, just cooler. I know this is just the heavy human male version. We don't know what anything else is going to look like.
And I think they're still saving things in their back pocket for that. Like, the particle effects could be something that's coming. And they might want to save that. Like, you thought it looked good here? Just you wait.
That's possible.
Yeah. Actually, a lot more than I was anticipating.
Really?
I saw the screen caps and I was like, okay, whatever. And saw the video, and when it was like, when you drew your weapons and it like, it transformed, I was
yes.
like, did not expect. Like, I was kind of thinking, what could they do with legendary armor? You know, short of just putting effects on it, which a lot of outfits have anyway, so what's the big whoop? But
it's very different.
It is very different, and if they add particle effects above that, you know, that's even more so. But I was thinking, like, because this is armor, you can mix and match this with other things for probably some really amazing effects for your outfits.
Maybe?
Yeah, like if you did something where maybe you just used...
I'm not sure they'll let you mix and match it.
Why wouldn't they? Why?
Because of the animations.
They're per piece.
Right.
Or maybe the animations only happen once you get the full set.
Or
I
maybe
can't imagine.
It'll just clip like heck with everything if you don't have the full set.
Well, it would depend what you put it with. But yeah, if you just had the gauntlets and the boots...
Mm-hmm.
And like and it's just those that pop out. look all Popeye-like. I don't know. I think it was definitely a lot more than I was anticipating.
Okay.
I did a, what is this happening here? I didn't expect moving parts for armor at all.
Yeah. I had pretty much like no expectations.
And yet it didn't reach them.
Yeah.
Well, harsh.
Well, I saw that and I was like, oh, I bet it has, some really cool particle effect. Oh, nope, it doesn't. Okay.
But that's the thing. Particle effects you can get with outfits.
Well,
or gem store items, so...
And with, like, the polyrefractors and stuff like that.
And, yeah, so I just kind of...
I see it both ways.
But I could see that it might have more at release.
Also a possibility.
I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Because it's a first look.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Gauge your reaction, I'm sure.
Okay, admittedly, I haven't looked at Reddit for this. Have you heard of anyone else's reactions to this?
I watched the video from WP.
Yeah, I haven't seen... I saw there were a couple... Inks has a video and WP has a video. I haven't watched those ones yet, so...
Oh, I had listened to Shadow of the Dragon, and they were talking about it.
I haven't heard that one yet. Okay.
So, over on the forums, Lindsay Murdoch called in and asked for the community to put together some things that they would like to see in the material collection tabs.
Mm-hmm.
There were a few guidelines, like no crafted components, no keys, and no pure salvageables. Please remember that this is material storage, not stuff I don't want to spend bank slots on storage. Which...
That may have been my favorite comment in the whole thing.
Admittedly, a lot of people were trying to pass that off.
Yeah. Like, she also went on, sigils, runes, tomes of knowledge, boosters, etc. are all not going to be chosen to be added. And when I was first reading and someone said, I wouldn't mind sigils and runes, I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't mind that either.
Yeah.
Now that someone mentions it, but then,
Yeah.
take it away.
Because it had come up so often during the thread, she said the blaze shards will definitely be added. And it would have been really nice when I was making my awesome backpack and I had like 1,000 freaking shards.
I probably have that many again. I might make a second one.
Right. I'm still very seriously considering things like chalk eggs, blood rubies, and petrified wood.
Those would be nice.
Would be nice, yeah. Level 80 foods and potions. Definitely not. There are way too many of them, and I don't think material storage is an appropriate place to store that stuff. Personally, I think it is.
Foods are too tricky because there's just so many. Like,
Exactly.
so many.
There's so many.
But we're to the point now where most people are just making what they need
Well, okay.
for the foods and potions.
We know it's not going to have keys, so we're going to have material storage, right? Why not have a pantry and a key ring?
Funny you should say that. I don't think a pantry is incoming. Just, I don't think it's happening.
I doubt it too. It's just...
And they've said key rings aren't happening, but
I know.
I still kind of feel like they might happen. Or it
This thing that they said they're not doing, I think they might be doing it.
I think they might do it. I don't know why. I just have this, like, it's perfect for it. Like,
Yeah.
It would be such a wonderful quality of life thing.
It would be. A lot of the offerings from the community would be better served by being stored in the wallet instead, like Black Lion ticket scraps, Bubble Bubbles, or the Queen's Gauntlet tickets. Which, yes, please.
Even chests, the Black Lion chests that you get.
I'm not sure if they let you, because you have to, like, double-click the chest, double-click the key. Like, I think it might have to be recoded if it was going to be a wallet item.
Maybe.
Like, the scraps, you would have to turn it into a ticket, you know? Like, so it makes sense.
Well, you only have to double-click one, as long as you have the other. You don't have to double-click both or anything.
Well, okay. You can tell how often I open up chests.
Well, let me tell you, Celeste. I do it quite often.
I'm sure.
Says the person with over 50 teleport to friends.
She also said, I'm happy to poke the commerce team about adding some kind of conversion to allow folks to condense multiple 25-use Black Lion salvage kits into one larger kit. I only promise to poke. I can't promise they will do it. I'll be so glad if they do.
Please. Please.
Somebody else had also suggested, like, what if you just had a way so that you could toss in 4 to the forge and get a 100-use one?
That's not a bad idea.
You know?
Let's just flick that switch, make it happen.
Well, that's just adding one recipe, and I feel like that's a lot simpler.
Mm-hmm. One of the other... what was it? There was one of the other things that were mentioned that I thought was quite interesting. I think something that would be nice to have in the material storage... Now, they said specifically boosters, no, but like the ones that come from Black Lion chests or that you buy from the Gen store, like the speed booster or the Magic Find booster, you know, like those ones, the 1 hour ones. I think just those would be nice. Like maybe not the ones you can craft.
Right.
But those ones specifically would be really nice to have.
One of the things that had come up from someone else was recipe books. And man, that would be so nice, because I've been filled with indecision for a really long time, and it's taking up like a full row of bank for me right now.
I was harangued into selling them. Three guesses who? Yeah, okay. I was going to say 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count. Well, but you go and you look to see which thing from those sells for the most and choose that one and sell it.
I suppose so.
Because even if by the time you decide you want to make something of that recipe type, just go and buy it.
I know.
Buy that one back.
I know. Oh, also I feel like the Zephyr Sanctum model could go into a collection. Right?
Actually, Yeah, but where do you cut that off? Because there's a lot of things that, like, Scarlet's Journal as well.
Why not just have like a living story section for the collections and have that be like the journal books from Bloodstone Fen?
Mm-hmm.
That would be really nice. And it could all go into that one collection.
Actually, anything that is a series of books would be nice there. Because there were a couple like that.
There are.
Like journal entries and what have you.
Mm-hmm. And I also really, really, really hope that they make collection expanders go on sale when this updates. Pretty please. What a cherry on top.
And eVampire1 in chat is suggesting a like mini zoo for your home instance to display all the minis you've collected. Yes.
Yes. That would be fun. It's kind of like the Zaishin Menagerie from Guild Wars 1.
Just thinking about that. Or in the Hall of Monuments where you have your display.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was going to mention something else, but it has nothing to do with this.
You can mention it.
Since we're in wish list category, hashtag tweeted out.
Oh, yes.
I have to actually go in and read it exactly so that I can do it justice. Justice. I'd like a portrait studio in the guild hall. Go with your friends, pick from preset poses and backgrounds, pay for a portrait to hang in the guild hall. That would be amazing!
Wouldn't it? That would be really great. I love that.
I'd be all upons that.
All upons.
All upons. That'd be amazing. All right, since we've segued entirely from the forum post that originated this conversation.
Oh, we're good.
Let's move on to the Black Lion Trading Company. There, of course, is on off-release Tuesdays a fair number of things put into the gem store. This week, it was the Ghostly outfit for $700. Now, it had some...
$700? Oh my god!
$700! 700 gems. Dollars. Or gems. 700 gems, and it was brought down briefly because there was a bug that caused people to crash. So it was brought down, and I actually ended up not seeing it until just after work today. And I can kind of see why it may have caused issues. There's a lot very cool things going on there.
Yes. I like it.
Yes, I have the gems. Not the dollars, but the gems. So it's quite nice. If you go to Delphi, she has video, a YouTube video showing off the outfit so you can see the effects on it. So the head kind of like smoky glows and it's all black. And there's like ghostly arms that reach up to grab at you. And if you're on a char, the tail is black as well, kind of like the head. Yeah.
Nice.
And the eyes are ginormous on a char. Like it's crazy. As well, there is the hovering mad mirror for 250 gems. It looks really cool. I haven't seen it in action yet, but
same.
Looks very fun. The Bloodstone glider is 500 gems. It looks very similar to like the Bloodstone weapons that we've seen and anything that's Bloodstone-y based.
Yeah. Chunks
of red rock. If you are going for a theme, this certainly will fit into it. Like if you're rocking the Bloodstone backpack, the Ascended one, and the weapons, and using a lot of trader armor, which is what I call white mantle, then it can look really cool.
Yep.
A returning item, the Executioner's outfit, is 700 gems. I have this one. Actually, this one might be one of the other toys that I have. Oh, I have the frying pan. That's one of the other toys.
From the cook.
From the cook. I ended up buying the Executioner's outfit specifically because of how it looks on Azura. Like, I'll end up buying these things because I'm like, I'm not really crazy about it. And then I'll see it on Azura. I'm like, yeah, this is happening. Like the cat ears from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let you read this next one.
There was also an intriguing clue.
Mm-hmm.
The posts from Black Lion Trading Company are directly from Evan Nashblade.
Uh-huh.
And he says, by the way, the cat I picked up to guard the vault is coming in handy. The storerooms are spotless, and I haven't seen any vermin for a week. That said, I'm pretty sure I saw her fly past on a riding broom just now.
So do you think that's hinting, or is that just fun flavor?
It could be flavorific, but I think it may actually be a hint towards getting the feline familiar mini.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
I want that mini.
You have the toy.
I do. I guess I can have it whenever I want. Aside from the witch's hat on the feline familiar, which is fun and all, that's my favorite body on a cat. I love that really lanky cat shape.
Feral.
More Siamese. Like
Oh, yeah.
They tend to be kind of lanky like that.
Surviving the Mists.
Now recruiting for the battle for the mists. Is your life a dead end? Looking for meaning? I have the answer to your existential dilemma right here.
So for Surviving the Mists, we're switching it up a little bit because this doesn't really have anything to do with the mists.
It's relevant. They're having plenty of feedback for War vs. World and stuff like that, so it's relevant.
Okay. Yes. So there was another forum post, this time from Gail Gray, on how to give good feedback. We both thought these were really nice, just solid tips.
Yes, because people do have a problem with putting together a cogent and clear argument.
Like sometimes something could be, like if you read between the lines, I see where you're going at with this, but if you worded it differently, you'd
get a lot more positive attention.
Yeah. So Gail writes, the ArenaNet team recognizes that as a forum member and a player, you may want to share your feedback about the game.
Really?
We welcome your doing so. We cannot reply to every thread on the Guild Wars 2 forums, but rest assured that most are read. I don't know why. I did read this before, but for some reason reading it out loud, that made me laugh.
Yes.
Most. When posting feedback, please keep these considerations in mind. The first one is suggest improvements. So essentially be constructive. What can I suggest that will make this game content better?
Yes.
How do you think what you're suggesting would improve the game? What changes to other content resulted in improvements that you did like? Or have you seen this particular problem solved in other games? So rather than just say, I hate X, maybe say, here's a possible solution.
Or, I think this could be improved by blank.
Yeah.
Because that works very well and definitely ties into give details and examples.
Not a generic, I don't like this, but a specific, I think this could be improved by suggestions. And if someone asks a question about the topic, don't just answer it, explain why you answered the way you did.
Yes.
Present opinions as opinions, not facts. And this can be very subjective.
It's the art of diplomacy.
Sort of. Yeah. What's true for me might not be true for you. Like, for instance, I thought the legendary armor was awesome and you were slightly disappointed. So,
yes.
You know, it's an opinion. Opinions on demand. Not this is the only possible change or your ideal will not work, but this is my idea or I believe alternate suggestion would be the better because of reasons. Makes sense.
Yes.
Speak from experience. This one I found a little bit trickier, perhaps, but if you're offering an opinion or on new or changed game content, get experience with it before commenting.
Yes.
You
can't comment on something that hasn't even been put into the game yet.
Well,
unless it's a concept.
I will say that there is potentially the possibility for people to make educated guesses based on previous experiences with similar things. Again, going back to the previous one, if you present it as an opinion, not fact,
yes,
then that's a little bit different.
Be accurate. I don't think that needs any explanation because it's very simple. Be accurate. Yep. Make sure what you're doing is correct if you are supplying facts to back up your opinion.
Yep. Fact check a little bit so you're not stating something that's already been said. But I mean, some of these threads can get like 11 or 12 pages. You're reading through each and everything. Could be a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
So
Use references. So if you are going to be citing something specific, include a link so that people can know what you're talking about. Because sometimes you say, oh, that interview with Colin 4 years ago. Which one?
All of them.
All of them?
I don't know.
Avoid making it personal.
This is the biggest one.
That's a big thing because it goes on back to being accurate and using opinions, not facts. And also, you know, they don't actually say this, but be polite, maybe?
Like they say, resist arguing with a person, but by all means debate a point being made. Not, I think your idea is bad, but I would prefer to see this handled a different way because of details for reasons. So,
yes.
Not, I know this game better than you, but in playing Guild Wars 2, I have found. Which, because everyone's experience is going to be different. Now, that said, I think a lot of the times the people that comment on forums are
well-versed.
Yeah, like they typically have put in the hours.
Yes.
Typically. Along with that one, it's don't take things personally. By the same token, don't be offended if someone disagrees with your opinion or suggests alternatives to an idea you've put forth. I mean, hopefully they aren't being abusive and rude, because in which case, I think you have a right to take it personally.
Yes. If somebody crosses the line and is actually heading towards harassment or abuse, absolutely speak up.
Yeah, but if it's just straight up like, I
feel like your opinion is invalid because of blank, blank, blank.
Wow,
you can't get mad at them for that.
I think invalid's a little harsh. Celeste, I'm taking this personally. And finally, share positives. Not all feedback involves a suggestion on how things could be changed or improved. Sharing your thoughts on things that you like in the game is helpful because your satisfaction can help steer us in the right direction with future development. And I think that's very true. Like, for instance, when they added the wardrobe feature and made things account bound, like those were all things that were phenomenal quality of life changes.
Yes.
Like a key ring would be.
Like a key ring. Or a pantry.
No, we're not going to get a pantry, Celeste. There are too many things. Because it would be scrolling for days. There's too much.
You could organize it like the runes in PvP in search of a stat.
Days. There's too many things. Too many.
I'd like a pantry. It's on my wish list.
It wouldn't be a pantry. It would be a shopping center.
It's on my wish list. It's on my wish list, okay?
We are debating this now. They close out by saying, by considering the points above, your feedback will be focused on providing solutions to problems rather than simply focusing on the problems. It will shine a light on content that you enjoy so that we're aware of that fact when making future updates and developing upcoming projects. These things are the heart of what we're looking for from your feedback, and both will result in the best game possible.
Speaking of games...
What about games, Celeste?
Let's go ahead and hear our entries for the game I'd Wear That.
We got some entries. Now when you read my name, IB Storage, I am very much built like my Norn counterpart. Big, broad-shouldered, and very well padded in the midsection. Truth be known, when I look at all the armor sets in the game, only one kept coming back to mind, and that would be diving goggles. Now let me explain. When you are as well padded as I am, you do not get cold. In the dead of winter, I am in shorts and a t-shirt. There may be a polar bear contest I have won without even shivering. But here is the curse of us winter-bred cold-loving folks. We hate summer. We keep our coats on all year long, like a Kodan. So when the summer heat starts, we feel like we're going to melt. Now here is the beauty of the diving goggles. You put them on and boom, instant boxers. For us guys at least, and the relief of being out of all those stuffy hot clothes and letting your polar bear body cool for a few seconds. Now I'm not saying using these in public is a good idea. You might get arrested or fired. So you would need to use them wisely and with great caution. But in a moment where you're going to die of heat stroke, they might be a lifesaver. So that is why I'm voting for diving goggles. To be in the real world. I got visual. I'm trying, middle of a meeting with your boss, an all-team meeting. Pop on the goggles. What are your quarterly results, Abby? Goggles.
Goggles? There's a disclaimer as well.
Yes. Diving goggles should never be used around or by coworkers, public locations, any member of the opposite sex. Depending on your body physique in the light of day, you might get harpooned by a whaler. Diving goggles are also not responsible for any legal actions filed against you and or death from falling from great heights while in use. Product of the Consortium of Dyria, please use this product with wisdom and caution.
Yes.
You know, diving goggles would be kind of handy if you were going on vacation.
Yes.
Because you could just pack them and you got an instant bathing suit.
This is true.
I mean, it's only yellow if you're a lady.
True.
Oh, well, yeah. I was gonna if you're human, but then I remembered we're all human, so.
No, I'm actually a norm.
Actually, I would argue children would get the Azura one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes more sense.
Yeah.
So, Steele wrote in saying, I own 3 trench coats, so it's very easy to emulate wearing medium armors, but that will be a bit boring, so the spoof version below would be a bit more entertaining. It's a bit long and not well written, intentionally. A day in the life with heavy bladed armor.
8 a.m.
I'm late for work, took forever getting every piece of armor secured in place.
8:15 a.m.
I am really going to be very late for work. Cops mistook me for a perp since one of my blades accidentally cut the purse of an old lady while queuing up at the bus station and hauled me away for questioning downtown. Well, at least I got free transportation since the station is near where I work.
9:30 a.m.
What a start of a crappy day, filling up those long, boring forms, being ridiculed by the cops, already late for work, and now it rains.
9:35 a.m.
Crap, I forgot to shave. Hey, wait a minute. Looks down at gauntlets. Glad I wore this today.
9:45 a.m.
Arrived at work, got chewed out for being late and looking like a mess. Right now, I need lots of tissues to stop the bleeding.
12:10 p.m.
Lunchtime, just my luck. Food delivery forgot to provide disposable utensils. Looks around. Guess I'll just have to improvise with my armor again.
1:15 p.m.
Late again. It's a real hassle using the toilet in full armor.
5:45 p.m.
Blades got stuck in the chair. Had to wait for someone to come in and help disassemble the chair. I'm gonna miss my favorite TV show.
7 p.m.
Back again in the police station downtown. This time is for theft and disruption of property. It's not my fault that stuff gets stuck in the blade tips of my attire.
9 p.m.
Got released. I'm tired. Let's have dinner before going home. My wallet is gone.
9:01 p.m.
Arrgh.
9:02 p.m.
Arrgh.
9:03 p.m.
Touches hips. Wait, there's no pockets in this armor. And here I thought I lost it. I guess this means I'm walking home.
10:20 p.m.
Hot and humid night. Wish I'd never worn this getup this morning. At least it kept me safe from being mugged, as if there was something to steal.
10:25 p.m.
I'm tired and beat. The armor is rusting from the rain earlier, and it's becoming very hard to move one more floor, and I'm home.
10:27 p.m.
Can't wait to get out of this stinking armor. Keys! Keys! I left it inside. Ah! Armor! You have to make do as a key.
12 a.m.
Back in downtown. In a jail cell for forced entry. I'm too tired. Let's worry about getting out of the armor tomorrow.
Bladed armor is not recommended. There's a magic zipper.
Oh, Raph.
Raph. There needs to be a magic zipper for this bladed armor.
Yes.
And finally we got an entry from Zero Kitsune. The medium armor weight privateer hat is amazing. I would happily wear that. It makes a statement. Probably not a fashionable or rational one, though. The Vigil's light boots just look comfy. While not flashy, it looks like nice workwear. Arctic Explorer outfit would be nice. It looks very fluffy and warm enough to wander about in the finest of winter storms. I agree 100% on that one. I had not thought about it, but 1010 would buy. And or wear.
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking costumes, for fine events like Halloween, somehow translating amazing glowing char medium zodiac into a costume form would be amazing. That would be amazing.
That would be pretty cool.
Also, the Lissa char head is one of my favorite things ever.
That sounds really terrible, to be honest.
Oh.
Oh, chars have big heads.
Yes, they do.
So our new game is Mad King Says Dance! What Halloween-themed dance or emote would you like to see in-game? The example is Thriller from Guild Wars 1, which if you were a necromancer, that was your /dance.
Or if you were transformed into candy corn.
Yeah, that was your dance.
Yeah.
Tales of Tyria.
We actually have a community event we wanted to mention. It was posted on the official Guild Wars 2 forums. It is the King and Queen's Horrorween event, and it is on the 29th of October at 6 p.m. CEST. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
And it is put on by the Aurora Glade PvE Special Interest Group, which is kind of a great name.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Tyria, Lion's Arch, Aurora Glade's mega server, so...
It'll probably be LFG.
Yeah, they might be an LFG. There is a lot more information on the forum post. We're just giving like the bare minimum of this. They say, come one, come all to Tyria's oldest player-run event. 2016 marks its 11th consecutive year.
Yep.
11. The Snowman King and Her Majesty Mad Queen Malafide cordially invite you all to attend the King and Queen's Horrorween 2016, a grand Halloween caper to fright and delight featuring the famous costume contests, live in-game bands, and fan-favorite activities you have all come to know and love. And the forum post lists what some of those are, and it sounds really fun.
I used to go to this when it was in Guild Wars 1, because it was a lot easier to go to the European servers. Daniel Frozenwind and Mad Queen Malafide, they're really great, and they've been doing this for a long time. It's fun. So over on Reddit, I found this really great cosplay of someone being an Azura with heavy armor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so great. They have ears and feet.
And teeth.
And teeth.
I think. Maybe it's hard to tell. The feet are amazing.
Yes.
The mid-wave action shot is delightful.
It's so happy.
It is happy. And I really like the emote.
Well, they said that it was a precursor because it doesn't have any particle effects, you know?
Well, yeah.
But still, so cute.
I've seen Timey cosplay, but this is, I think, the only other Azura cosplay I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think so. It's such a lot of work to be worn in what appears to be a mall.
In what appears to be a... I also really like that they use the scarf.
Mm-hmm. It looks quite good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Allona.
Thank you, Celeste.
Thank you, chat room, for sticking around. Appreciate it. And for sharing your different opinions about what's on your wish list. Thank you for downloading the show. We hope that you enjoyed it. We hope that you come back again next week. But most importantly, we hope to see you in-game.
The Legion calls.
So if you have a community event that you would like for us to share, go ahead and send us an email.
Seize the moment.
And if you've got a burning question or for our Ask an Azura segment, just let us know.
I'm selling. You buying?
We have coupon codes for Doghouse Systems. Use the coupon code MMO Reporter at doghousesystems.com to get an additional 120 gigabyte Super Star Destroyer drive for free on their next build.
No free samples.
Patreon page. If you're in love with the show or the network, please consider becoming a patron on our Patreon page.
Thanks for pitching in.
In the very least, it helps us keep the metaphorical lights on. So check it out at patreon.com/MMOReporter.
That fulfills my needs. Thanks so much.
audibletrial.com/MMOReporter. Books!
Books, now with sound!
Knowledge is the greatest treasure.
If you want a free audiobook, you should go to audibletrial.com/MMOReporter.
That's valuable.
So, Allona, if people want to get in contact with us, how would they do so?
They would email us at gwreporter@mmoreporter.com. Twitter is @gwreporter. Our website is guildwarsreporter.com.
You must visit more often.
Voicemail is 616-666-6778, or use the widget on the right-hand side of the website. Our YouTube channel is MMO Reporter Network, and remember to like our videos and subscribe to the GW Reporter playlist. And if you feel like it, wander around and see what other shows are on the network that you might enjoy.
You are a welcome guest.
Facebook is GW Reporter. Tumblr is gwreporter.tumblr.com. And you can visit us on Twitter. I am at OneBigPear, as in the fruit. As in PEAR.
And I am at Celyuki. CELEOOKIE.
Yep.
Or at Hunter's Insight, one word.
Or you can find us in-game, where I am Celyuki.5046.
And I'm OneBigPear.1249.
And you can get me in-game at Hunt, H-U-N-T, I forget my user display name or whatever.
Thanks to our fantastic chat room. You were busy and awesome and super cool tonight, so thanks a lot for coming out and recording with us. But most importantly, we hope to see you in game.
May the spirits of the wild watch over you.
Good hunting.
Keep your blade sharp and your powder dry.
Take care of yourself.
May the Six watch over you.
Until next time.
The P in flunt isn't silent. The P in flunt is
Yeah.
It's so maybe the P is violent.
What do they call it? It's a diphthong?
Diphthong.
Yeah.
I would have said diphthong, but whether that's the accurate term for it? Hello. Hello,
Spanish,
mini chapters. It's Spanioso.
Yes, I remember more about Spanish class than I do from English class. That says a lot about me, doesn't it?
I never had Spanish class.
Anyway, I was forced to take 3 years of foreign language in high school.
Forced. Imagine like.
No, it's a graduation requirement. It's 3 years of foreign language.
A graduation requirement for my high school was you had to take 3 phys ed courses, and one of them had to be, your generic phys ed, which was just gym, which was, all like the burpees and push-ups and all that awful things. And the other one was dance. So I learned the car wash and the Lido shuffle.
The what?
The Lido shuffle. It's
a dance that people did.
And I actually remember a fair amount of it, even to this day. And of course, the waltz and did we do square dancing? I don't know. You had to take dance to graduate, though.
I did square dancing in, 2nd grade. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Weirdness. Yeah. It's Texas.
Adventures in high school. And the things that they did that you had to do to graduate.
So we live stream on Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern? Eastern.
It's like the time zone of Istan.
Oh, got it. Okay. The books from the zone that we were just in. Ember Bay? No, not Ember Bay.
I'm just letting you hang.
The one on top.
Bloodstone Fen.
Yeah, Bloodstone.
I couldn't do it.
Thank you.
I couldn't. I had to help you.
I couldn't remember the dang name. I wanted to keep saying Verdant Brink, and I knew it was wrong.
It's north of Verdant Brink.
Yes.
All right. Do you want me to do this part?
Yes, because I have the song from Lady and the Champ in my head now.
That was a little bit of a non sequitur, but okay.
Siamese cats.
Oh, right.
Be accurate.
Yes. Oh, you're moving on.
Yes, be accurate. I don't think that needs any little one piece. That pink one with the awesome pattern.
I love that.
So
I
great.
wonder if I can get my friend to make me a bathing suit that looks like that.
That would be pretty cute.
I'm going to ask. Making a note.
Thanks for watching the video, everybody. Don't forget to check out all the other podcasts at MMOreporter.com or by clicking on any of the links here. And please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MMOreporter. Thanks, everyone, and see you in game.